Live from Pohang, South Korea. You're listening to Tommy Razorstein Live. Alright, today we're going to talk about Donald Trump's idea to take all the Syrian refugees and put them on a safe place. A big piece of land that he designated, which is a safe place, and all the Syrian refugees are going to stay there, and there's going to be no problems. He's going to take the Syrian refugees, get a place in Syria, a little piece of land, put all the Syrian refugees there. Problem solved. No more problems with the Syrian refugees, because Germany's having a big problem with the Syrian refugees. We don't want to take any Syrian refugees. Saudi Arabia has 0 refugees, but thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of tents and supplies to set them up, a culture and a language that they can adapt to. But no, they don't take any of them in. So Donald Trump's idea is, hey, why don't we get a piece of land and put all the Syrian refugees there? Bingo, bango, hey, it's done. Finished. Good. So, we're going to be done with that bullshit. We're just going to put all the Syrian refugees on the Syrian land and problem solved. Now that sounds wonderful. You know what I mean? We're not going to have any problems with the Syrian refugees, and a lot of people are all freaked out about that shit. I get that. I don't want to deal with that shit either. You know what I mean? Nobody else wants to deal with that. Nobody wants to take in the Syrian refugees. I get it, you know? What are we going to do with those people? You know, they speak a completely different language, different culture, and I hate to say it, but, you know, they have like honor killing in their culture, and they have all sorts of crazy shit that they do in Syria. They have a bunch of crazy shit that they do in Syria. I'm sorry, but like by law, the things that they do in Syria, you know, you can legally stone people to death in the streets. And you'd say, well, I don't have a criminal record. My criminal record's fine. You know, the day before, I took this rock and I threw it at this woman, and it split her skull, and she died in the street. She was bared up to her neck, and then I kicked her in the face until she dropped, until she died, you know, until she went unconscious, and I just stomped her head in. And I did it legally. But I have nothing, you know, to hide because I have no criminal record. That was all legal. She cheated on her husband, apparently. So we all, you know, hung out and threw rocks at her, and then I stomped her head in. And everyone cheered, and everyone told me I was a great person for stomping her head in. I mean, that's what we do. That's strange? What? Wait, you're telling me you don't take women, bury them up to their neck, and throw rocks at them in the middle of the street, and everyone chants and cheers and sells like bananas and shit, and while we do it? We just got a little bit of carnival, and everyone just takes turns throwing rocks, and the children, you know, kick her teeth in, and you don't do that. Then what do you do with women who cheat? What? Hold on, this is bizarre. So from their perspective, they think that our culture is a little bit bizarre. You know what I mean? Like, you don't knock her teeth out in the middle of the street and kill her and stomp her head in. So they're going to have a little bit of a hard time to adjusting to our culture, our way of life. It's just a little bit different. We do things a little bit differently. All right? So I do understand that Donald Trump doesn't want to bring these people in. I get that. There's some fucked up people. Not all of them, but some of them are really fucking whacked. I get that. How are we going to deal with this? You know, which ones are the good people? Which ones are the bad people? How do we make a safe place for them to live? I don't think it's possible. I don't think it's possible to get a safe piece of land in Syria and put all the Syrian refugees there and make sure that the bad Syrians don't attack the good Syrians, and we have a nice, safe place for everyone to live. I think that place would get bombed within weeks and get absolutely destroyed. And that would be the first target that ISIS would love to attack and make Donald Trump look stupid. Destroy something that Donald Trump built would be such, an accomplishment for ISIS in their mind. I don't think it's a good idea. I'm not sure how to deal with these people. I have no idea. It's sad too because a lot of them are suffering and dying, and it's a complete mess. It's terrible, and some people are really good people, and there's other people who are crazy as hell, and you have to deal with that. I don't have the answers like Donald Trump claims that he does. And that's what makes me nervous. What makes me nervous is Donald Trump saying, I know what to do. You do? How do you know what to do? Trust me, I know how to deal with this. Oh, good. Have you ever done anything like this? No. You haven't done anything like this before. Absolutely not. How are you going to handle this? I'm going to bomb the hell out of the bad people. Oh. Uh-oh. This is a problem. I just don't see this working out in our favor. I don't see this idea panning out the way you want it to. It's like when you get drunk at a bar and you hang out with your friends and you come up with a business plan, about owning your own bar or some shit like that. We're going to take the burned out building down the street and we're going to fix it up and we're going to make sure that everyone comes in there and we're going to, well, do you have any experience building, and refurbishing a bar? No. Yeah, do you have the money? No. You don't have the funds? No. We go to the bank. This sounds like a bad idea. First, it was a good idea because we're gonna get drunk at a different bar that we make and hang out, and everything was gonna be cool. And then when you're sober, you're like, shit, fuck, dude, we had a really good idea. Yeah, I know. It was awesome. That was awesome. When you're drunk, you're like, this is awesome. This is going to be a great idea. But when you sober up, you're like, fuck. This isn't such a good idea. So that's what I see with a lot of Donald Trump's plans. Now, I'm not saying don't vote for him or vote for him or whatever. I don't care. I don't care what the hell you do if you vote for him or not. But my point is this. Just question him. Make sure you question what he's saying. Now, how are you going to build this wall? How are you going to build this safe place? How are you going to, bomb ISIS if you don't, without bombing the good people too? How are you going to do all these things that you claim? How are you going to lower the deficit if, you have all these, these bombing campaigns and walls you're building and safe places you're making? How are you going to do this? Sounds crazy. That's all. Just, make sure you explain it to me. Because or otherwise, I think you're insane. But I'm not saying who to vote for. Alright. Peace out. Subscribe to my channel. Tommy Razor Sign. Don't forget to see Don Juan Banks. Alright. Peace out.